Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for SWV and Xscape, the Queens of R&B. This is season 1, episode 4, Top Billing. Of course, we bounce around. It's very reminiscent of Real Housewives of Atlanta and how, you know, though those first few minutes are nothing. Bouncing here, bouncing there. They're doing Tiny doing this, Candy doing that, Taj doing this, Lily doing that, Coco doing this, Tasha doing that. You know, nothing important. We end up where Taj and Coco are on a workout date. Taj is just talking about how far they've come. Coco was pretty catty and petty with her in the early days, and so they have come full circle. But I believe that, you know, her mental health probably had a lot to do with her disposition with the people around her. So there's that, you know. It's like now that you know, hindsight is 2020. Anyway, they talk about the billing situation, and you know, they both agree that we're either gonna co-headline or we're not doing it at all. That's just where they are with it. Taj says that in the past they've worked with other groups and it has not been this difficult. They've not been met with these type of issues from other groups in the past. They work with in Vogue, you know, and so if In Vogue can be a humble group and everybody in that group can sing. Every last person. Every last person could sing lead in that group. And so if those women could put their egos to the side and work with SWV and it be no issues, what's going on with Xscape? You know, that's where they are with it. Okay, Lily, she at the house. She's working on her book. She gets a visit from their manager. She says that she has 10 chapters so far. She reads a little bit of her book. It's racy. It's talking about the pastor and his big and I guess some lady in the congregation is lusting after her pastor and his big peen. Talking about how long it was in his pants. I said, okay, sweet hot pussy, sister hot pussy, whatever her name is. Whatever her name is, Lily over there writing the eroticas. They talk about the meeting too, of course. You know, he like, listen, I'm still recovering from the meeting. Like, what was that? Lily wants to do the show, of course. You know, she's on board still, but things are gonna have to be equal. She is also in agreement that if we're not gonna co-headline this, then I don't see this happening because we're not gonna have the drama. She wants no drama. Taj, she has lunch with Tamika, and I love these blue highlights on Taj. It's so pretty. It's so subtle, but you can still see it. It's very noticeable, but still subtle. I love it. But anyway, Tamika, she says that and she says this in her confessional that we still haven't decided if we gonna let them co-headline or not. Key. What's this let? Anyway, she brings a notebook and everything, and so she's ready to write down ideas. She got ideas for costumes. She got ideas for the set, for the stage and everything. They talk about a turning stage and having a turning stage and maybe doing, you know, some different rooms on the stage. Tamika got ideas. She has plenty of ideas, and she says that in the past, it's been Tasha and Candy worked together, and they were the ones who would, you know, lay out what the stage would look like, and they were the creative directors. And so she says that now she want to step up. You know, she say, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not taking a back seat. I got ideas. And Taj is proud of her for taking on the creative direction for the show. SWV and I want to say Xscape, yeah, they come in as well, but they all meet at Tasha's condo. Tasha is not hospitable because sis brought some little some little public lunch meat things. Not even trays, but just the little things of lunch meat. Little pieces. and just opened it. I said, where's the presentation? If you gonna have just this little bit, you at least need to have some presentation going on, Taj. Taj say, y'all should have ate before y'all came. I wasn't expecting anybody to just come. This is her filming house. It's just a condo so she can be in Atlanta and film. She ain't got no food there yet. Anyway, when everybody gets there, their creative director, Steve, is also there. By there, I mean Xscape, their creative director. Steve is there to help. And so she starts sharing her ideas. And then it's like, oh, but I got a question. Coco got a question. Are we headlining? What's going on? What? I know we happy and go lucky right now, but we need to talk about this billing stuff. What's going on? What's this top billing? What's that? She like, no, we need to be picking up from where we left off. And that is, what about this top billing? Coco asked specifically, Candy. Because Candy was like, I'm going to do whatever my group want to do. You know, and then Tasha going to say, I'll speak for the group. Now you want to speak for the group. You don't never have anything to add. It's always, I'm going to get back to you. I don't know. I got to pray about it. That's you on a regular basis. And now today you saying you're going to speak for the group, but okay. She says that, let's just do co-headlining, and you know, everybody, I guess everybody's on board with that. She feel away though. Candy feels away because now she looked like the bad guy for bringing up the whole top billing situation when she says that her group are the ones that wanted her to be the spokesperson and say, you know, and bring up the top billing in the first place. They wanted top billing, and I'm sure it was Tiny. You be the one, you said. And when she did, now she looked like the bad guy because Tasha, now she want to speak for the group, and she's saying that we should co-headline. So we gonna co-headline, whatever. Tamika, she starts showing them all her ideas on the computer and everything, and Tasha's sitting over there like, well, usually I'm the one who does the creative directing. If she want to take my job, then fine. I mean, she done already took the sisterhood. You are so dramatic. Girl, if you had creative direction, where it's at? Come forward with it. Step to the front of the class. Would you like to come to the chalkboard and show us what you have? And then in the next breath, talking about you ain't gave it much thought. Which is it? So somebody who is proactive and wants to see a good show steps forward. You need to just zip it because you didn't do it. So you just sit here and watch. To me, Tiny, the same thing. Oh, okay, that's nice. Tiny talking about it's cheesy. It's cheesy good. Oh, okay. They kind of pacify her like, oh, you have ideas? Don't do her like that. Like she doesn't have anything to add. Like she's just supposed to sit back and shut up and do whatever Tasha says because that's what she's always done. No, y'all got a new, you looking at a new Tamika. This a new Tamika. And Tamika say, I have ideas. I think we should do this. I think we should do that. Now, Tamika girl, we when it comes to the horses on the stage, no ma'am. No ma'am. We're not doing it. Steve was like, we're not doing it. But I think that we should, no, we're not doing that. We can put some on the screen. Absolutely. Can put some on the screen behind you. But we're not going to do that. We're not doing that. So we run down everything. So we got the to-do list, okay? Wardrobe is Tiny and Lily. The song list, Tasha, Candy, and Coco. And choreography, everybody will work on. Candy, she's in the studio. And she in there singing weak. And I'm like, girl, please. Leave it to Coco. Leave it to Coco. I want Candy to... She sings a lot. And maybe it's because she just loves to sing. And you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be the one to tell her to stop singing. I love to sing too. And my voice, my vocals might not be what everybody wants to hear, you know? And so, as a person who loves to sing, I am no longer going to tell her to stop singing. I'm not. I don't even think she's doing it for like showing off purposes or anything like that. She just loves to sing. And do your thing, Candy girl. Do your thing. But if in the event you are asked to sing weak, don't do it. Anyway, and that's because, you know, Coco is still here to sing her song. She could, it's not even her song. Coco them. SWV is still around to sing their song, but she was in there singing their song because, you know, she's trying to, she has her set list already laid out. She's waiting on Coco to come. Coco and Tasha. Coco brings her son Jalen as well. They start talking about the set list, and we're asking Tasha how she feels about, you know, doing, is the song Run to the Arms of the one who loves you. Yes, that's the jam, child. To these arms, and these new arms will keep you warm. Yes, Tasha, sing, girl. Na, 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 na. I don't know the words. Never, 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 never. I remember that part, though. I remember that part. Anyway, she was asking Tasha if she want to sing now, and Tasha's like, I don't know. I haven't put much thought in it. And they looking at her like, okay. All right, so we're going to open with Weak and Understanding. You know, those are each of them are going to open with those songs. And I'm feeling like those are songs you open with? I mean, I would want to hear, if you open and you start out with, that's my human nature. You know, the music from human nature. If you open with that, I'm gonna be going up. I'm gonna go up because that's my jam. Love will be right here. Be right here. Yes. Right here. No fear. Baby. I love that song too. I love that song. That's a good open one. And then throw Weak in there somewhere in the mix. You know, Weak is a slow one. Don't start with the slow one. And as far as Xscape them go, you got to open with Kick Off Your Shoes and Relax Your Feet. Okay, party on down with the Xscape beat. Just kick it. That's what y'all open with. But they say they gonna open with Weak and Understanding. All right, Taj and Tamika, they meet with Steve. He walks them through the show. You know, they're just racking up the budget to $206,000 and $145. I said 2,000. Wait, no. $200,000 is what they got to. They at first it was, I want to say it was like 600,000, and that's what it was. It had racked up to 600,000 because of the horse. And when he said no horses, it immediately went back down to 200K. They crazy. Tamika, she says she want the horses on the stage. No ma'am. That was funny. I was looking at that number like, in my head was like, girl, that's say it right. Say it right. Anyway, Candy meets with Don Juan, and she shares, you know, how that meeting went. And Don Juan want to know, like, well, why she not being collaborative? What's going on? You know, he got something to add. She already knows this to be Tasha's pattern. You know, she uses the group when they have exposure and clout, and then just drops them. You know, like they had just did Traces of My Lipstick. You knew that was it was popular. The people were here for it, and then you gonna go and try to get a solo deal off that momentum. Okay, girl. So here we are again. You have a show. You want to use the clout off of people of the resurgence from the music and people watching Verses and people watching Candy and Tiny on TV, all of that, to try to go and get your solo deal again. Okay, girl. But anyway, she says that she uses them as a safety net, and you know she's quite sick of it. She's quite sick of it. She told Tiny and Tamika basically, you know, when she got that first deal, she told Tiny and Tamika, go have more babies. Candy, you go and do your record deal. Like basically, it's all good, y'all. I got my record deal. Candy, you can go get you one, and y'all can just have babies. That is so rude. Don't ever tell me. I had a friend once tell me that you can have all the babies for me, and I was like, girl, what I look like? A milkmaid? Do I look like a baby making machine? Girl, I'm not just good for making babies. Go make your own babies. Go adopt your own babies. Anyway, I'm moving on from that scene. Jalen, Taj, and Coco, they go looking for costume options, you know. They sit down and talk, and she telling her son business. she telling Taj that Jalen want to quit school. Of course, Taj is like, no, don't do that. He said, listen, I was miserable, depressed. I'm not doing it. And Coco, she's aware of his depression. He suffers from depression as well. And so, yeah, if it is going to affect his mental health, then by all means, step away. You know, step away. Do what you got to do for your mental health. But they were telling him, you know, Meg Thee Stallion went to school and she's in the music business. You can do both. You can do both. Taj was telling him to do both. Have something to fall back on, because she did not. She quit school to go and be a singer. And when it was done, she and Lily were disposable. And so Lily went and Lily was homeless, and she had to go and do, you know, a 9 to 5. She was a receptionist or something like that. And so she didn't have the degree to fall back on. Get the degree. And I'm all for that. Get the degree. Get some form of something. Some type of certification. Something. You want to do a trade. Listen, his nails look nice. Listen, learn how to do that. Figure out something that you can fall back on if the music industry doesn't work out. And a good education would be a great start. You know, just go get you one in business, or go get a music degree. You know, do something to use it to your advantage. You know, don't just let this music industry eat you up and spit you out, and you have nothing to show for it. Anyway, Xscape, they're in rehearsal, and I'm like, they singing, and I'm like, all I hear is Candy. Girl, please blend. Please blend. All I hear is Candy. They have a show in Orlando coming up, and Tasha is missing in action. She ain't there at rehearsal. She at home. She and Rocky, you know, they about to sign the contract. She got the contract in front of her. I don't even think nobody's looked over it. I think she says she has to look over it, or she hasn't looked over it. Like, did you look over it? Girl, if you don't look over your own contract, you trusted him to do it? You didn't look over it too? Biggest mistake. Biggest mistake. What? For all we know, she done signed off some life insurance. She done signed on a $5 million life insurance on her damn head. And she think it's the damn contract for the music. You need to read it, lady. Anyway, no sign away the deed to the house. Something crazy like that. She need to read. Anyway, she signs it, she going on ahead and signs it, of course. And he asks her, what does the deal mean for Xscape? And she says that, it's time for her to go out and see what life is like, on her own. So basically, you're leaving the group. She will not just say the words. It's just all this dancing around. Yeah, I'm out. Girl, just say you out and be out. I don't know. I just got to see what's going on. Girl, cut the shit. Anyway, back at rehearsal, Candy, she in there about to blow a blood vessel singing this damn song. They in there singing, what was they singing? They was singing, I want to say they was singing Tonight. Was they singing Tonight? I think so. That's what I'm remembering in my head, but like now I'm trying to skim through these notes just to see if that's what they was rehearsing at the time. But anyway, Candy mad because Tasha ain't came to rehearsal. The role manager, they didn't call her to the front of the class. She wasn't ready to be on camera. She come in there like she at the house. She ain't coming. But she said check her mics for her. So she ain't coming to mic check either? No, she ain't coming to mic check. Candy say, I'm sick of this. Why does she always get to dictate? Like, why we doing things her way? Why we bending to her will? Like, and y'all always okay with it. Tamika and Tiny sitting there like, Tiny say, well, what you got to say? What you want to do about it? I said, Tiny needs some damn grandkids with how she moves. She is it's so grandmotherly like. Well, what you got to say about it? What is it? What you want to do? What you got to say about it? Okay. Tiny say, do you have a solution right now? What you want to do about it right now? No, I'm talking about right now. You want to do something about it right now? She ain't gonna be at sound check. She ain't at the rehearsal. We're tired of it. We're tired of it. Like at this point, should we kick her out? I think that's what what's the face? That's what Candy is driving at. I think we need to go on and kick out. She's talking about she's treating us. We over here sitting over here looking like dun 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 dun. Who I love watching people from round my way. Okay. It just makes me feel like I'm sitting up watching my girls, because that was so Atlanta. We sitting up looking like dun 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 dun. Ooh, Candy is tired of it. She's tired of it. She say we the Supremes and she Diana Ross. Tamika, she really doesn't have anything to add. Normally she's, in her sister's defense, but she know her sister wrong. So she gonna let Candy cook. They get back to rehearsal, I see, and they perform tonight, and that's my jam. Well, they rehearsed tonight. Tiny was in there singing down. Tiny be singing on that song. If you haven't heard it, go give it a spin. That's a good one. That's until next time, guys. That's where it ends. I feel like the shit gonna hit the fan again next week about this top billing situation. Zanique had to tell her mama the truth about SWV being those girls and that they should be headlining. Zanique was like, well, SWV got more hits. And Tiny like, but we got more seats in the butt. I mean, we got more butts in the seats. Zanique was looking like, do you? And that's how I feel. I want to say that everybody that watched Tiny Show, we were there because we knew you from Xscape and we know your husband. More so, your husband. A lot of us were there for T.I., and then we were sadly disappointed in who he turned out to be. Am I the only one that's just sadly disappointed? Just sadly disappointed that your childhood crush is just that guy. Anyway, Anyway, neither here nor there. I'm out. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Wait. Let me finish the point. Because I was trying to make a point about Tiny and Candy feeling like they brought all these extra fans just because they're on TV. Now, granted, maybe Candy, because Housewives fans don't always have to be Xscape fans. But if I was watching T.I. and Tiny, it's because I know you from your group. I'm a fan of the group. So I'm not a new fan. I'm just over here too. You know, whereas when it comes to Candy, now she can use that argument because she got folks from all over the place that might not have known nothing about her group. Different platforms, different platforms. Okay, I'm out. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.